You know that feeling when you set up a new machine? It's this classic developer dilemma, right? You either spend weeks, literally weeks, building your perfect environment from scratch, or you take a pre-made setup that just never feels, well, yours. Today, we're going to dive into Omarchy, a Linux system that tries to find that perfect middle ground by giving you a powerful, opinionated starting point that's actually meant to be customized.
I love this quote from dailydell.dev because it just hits the nail on the head. Imagine someone hands you this amazing toolbox, and it's already filled with top-tier tools chosen by an expert. You're not starting with an empty box, but, and this is the most important part, you're not stuck with their choices. You can swap out any tool you want. Okay, so that's the big question, isn't it? If someone else curated it so carefully, how do you inject your own personality? How do you take that perfect toolbox and really, truly make it your own? Let's break down exactly how Omarchy pulls this off. And look, to really get what Omarchy is doing, you got to think about the alternative. If you've ever tried to build a custom Arch Linux setup from the ground up, you know it can be a notorious rabbit hole. We're talking weeks of just fiddling with config files. The promise here is pretty wild. Omarchy wants to take that whole process and shrink it down to about 15 minutes. You land in a gorgeous, working system right from the jump.
So how is that even possible? Well, it all comes down to its core design philosophy, which is actually borrowed from the world of Japanese cuisine. It's called omakase.
Yeah, omakase literally means I'll leave it up to you. It's like going to a great sushi restaurant and just trusting the chef to give you the best stuff. In the world of Omarchy, this means you're trusting that the first choices, the tools, the themes, the key bindings are a really solid professional starting point. And let's be clear, this isn't bloat. It's a curated experience designed to get you productive fast. Right. And the goal here is super important to understand. It's a foundation, not a prison. It's giving you this amazing head start, and it fully expects you to take it and run with it, to tweak it, change it, and mold it until it fits you like a glove. Okay, so that's the theory. How does it actually work? Let's start with the fun stuff. The first thing you'll probably want to change, the look and feel of your system. The big word here is cohesion. When you pick a theme in Omarchy, you are not just changing your wallpaper. No. That one single click cascades through everything. The top bar, the terminal, your code editor, even your system notifications. The whole shebang gets a makeover. It all syncs up for this really clean, unified look. And you've got plenty of choices. Right out of the gate, you get 19 different themes built right in. Let's do a quick flyby of a couple of the fan favorites. First up, you've got Tokyo Night, which is a huge favorite for developers with its really deep blues and these punchy, vibrant highlights. Then there's Capuchin. This one has a much warmer, kind of pastel vibe that's super easy on the eyes, especially for those long coding sessions. And of course, Nord, with its super distinct, cool, almost Arctic blue feel. And remember, that's just 3 of the 19 styles that are ready to go. Okay, so looks are one thing, and they're cool. But what about the real power, the engine under the hood? For that, we need to talk about how Omarchy handles configuration, and it all revolves around its .file philosophy. This right here, this is the golden rule, and it's so simple but so smart. The core system files, they live over in their own special place, and the rule is, you just don't touch them. All of your stuff, your personal tweaks, goes in your local config folder. And why is this so great? Because when an update comes along, it won't just wipe out all your hard work. You're overriding the defaults, not editing them directly. And this gives you just incredible granular control. Want to change your key bindings? Yep, that's just a text file you can edit. Your top bar? Another text file. Your terminal's look, your default editor, it's all right there in simple config files that you control. All right, so we've covered the look and we've covered the feel, but what about the actual tools, the software? Because let's be honest, for a lot of us, the word opinionated is just a nice way of saying bloated. And yeah, this Reddit comment kind of captures that feeling perfectly. You know, people see commercial apps like Zoom or Spotify pre-installed and they're like, wait a minute, I didn't ask for this. And you know what? That's a totally fair point. So back to our omakase analogy. Are you forced to eat every single dish the chef puts in front of you? Are you just stuck with these apps? The answer is a big, resounding no. This is another place where Omarchy is really smart. They knew people would want this. There's a super simple menu you just pop open, head to the remove section, check off anything you don't want with your tab key, and poof, it's gone, cleanly uninstalled. You have the final say, always.
So when you put all of this together, the styling, the dot files, the easy app removal, you start to see the real picture. Omarchy isn't trying to lock you into a box. It's trying to give you an awesome launchpad. I think this review from Thinklet really sums it up nicely. It just proves that powerful and simple don't have to be enemies. You get all that deep, arch-level customization, but you get it in a package that lets you be productive from the moment you log in. So if there's one thing to remember from all this, it's this phrase: curated, but not confined. It's like they've built you this amazing house, but then they hand you the keys to every room, a bunch of paintbrushes, and maybe even a sledgehammer, and say, go nuts, make it yours. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's your system, your way. You control the look with those instant themes, you control the feel by diving into the dot files, and you control the tools by adding or nuking any software you want. And this all kind of leaves you with a bigger question about software in general, doesn't it? What is real freedom? Is it a completely blank canvas and a blinking cursor with a million choices that can be pretty overwhelming? Or is it a really, really good starting point that just gets out of your way and empowers you to make it your own?
Enhance your coding skills with us. Don't forget to subscribe to Code 5 Food for the latest updates and tutorials.